meetings. Sometimes they're 15 minutes, sometimes they're an hour, but we're going to try to do our best to make them an hour. We're going to do this every single day. Now, you get to see our meetings and how we build our company, and you also get to ask questions about your company or about why we did what we did. So we're just opening this up during this troubling economic disruption, and we're showing you how we are staying not affected, and you should be able to look inside and go, wow, I could do that too. Let me just say this here. I would love or would have loved if, I don't know, Bill Gates would have pulled his veil aside and let me see what was going on so I can speed up my learning curve, right? I would have loved something like that. Nevertheless, this is that. So this is a real meeting. I'm going to ask Reggie questions, going to ask Grace, going to ask Deanna. Let me first introduce, tell you what their roles are, and that would make sense. And maybe I'll do that every meeting or something, just in case. Deanna's the COO. Won't you say hi to us, Deanna, Chief Operating Officer?
Good morning, everybody. Hello and welcome.
Yes, her role is pretty much whatever I tell her to do. That's pretty much her role. That's just nothing is too nothing. Grace and Reggie are content managers. Yes, yes. And no one in the ATS, not a single person, is not a salesperson. It's one of the requirements. So they also make sales calls, but they make mostly warm calls now instead of cold calls, which we'll have them explain that. Reggie and Grace, why don't you introduce yourself or say something?
Good morning, everyone.
Everybody.
If you see, Reggie has a 6'7" voice. He is actually 6'7" tall, and he literally sounds like he's 6'7". He really does, really does. All right, so let's get down to it. Charmone, you are our guest, and I know other guests will be coming, and we're going to keep doing this. Did you want to say anything or ask any questions? I'm sure you're going to have questions after we do what I'm going to do. But did you want to start off saying anything?
Just good morning, and then thank you for having me.
Yes, yes, you are most welcome. You're most welcome.
I'm sure it's going to be very beneficial because even though I've been doing my business for a couple years now, I'm still not knowledgeable of the business side. So I'm sure this will be very knowledgeable for me.
Yes,
informative.
Absolutely. And especially the more you attend, the more that you will be able to grow your business, because we're not affected by this economic disruption. However, we have a CEO that's always pushing us to $100 billion, so we don't get any rest around here.
Okay.
It's very uncomfortable. You know, comfortable companies are dead companies.
Okay.
Yeah. Yes. When you're winning, it's very uncomfortable. There's a meeting about a meeting about a meeting and about a mess up. So here we go. So I'll start off by saying a few things. One of the first things I'm doing today is I'm going to do a posting on Facebook, hiring 22 more sales associates. Okay. I'm 10Xing how we're going to reach out. I want everyone to know that we're doing hiring 22 sales associates. Okay. Deanna, can you run? Are you taking notes? Is that what you're doing? Do we ever do that? Typically, I just write on the whiteboard, but I don't have it. No, not at the moment. Don't have the whiteboard. Everything we talk about is going to be implemented today. They know this. I'm saying this for Charmone, okay? Y'all know. So when we talk about something, it is implemented immediately. And then we come back tomorrow and we say it didn't work, and we go, all right, we'll kill that crap. Do something else. Or, all right, well, let's see how we can make it work. Just depends on what it is. I'm going to do $22 an hour posting, okay? For 22 people. I'm going to use Facebook to get a bunch, probably LinkedIn too. Use Facebook, and I'm going to create a job posting on LinkedIn as well. to see if we can get some bona fide sales, some more bona fide sales reps. And I want them primarily to focus on cold calls and secondarily focus on upsells. But I want them to focus on cold calls. Grace, why do I want them to focus on cold calls? See if you can guess that.
One, so they can get beat up. Two.
Very true. I didn't think about that. That's facts. That's facts.
After they get beat up, nothing will affect them. So when they do make the cold calls, they understand, hey, when I get to the warm calls, oh, what? This is a breeze, you know?
Exactly. And we built this company off a cold call. We did nothing but cold calls for 3 years. That's how we built this company. That's how we got you, Sharmon. Cold call, okay? We built this company off of cold calls. But the real main reason I would like to do that, so Reggie, Grace, and Deanna don't have to do them no more. Can I get some claps for that? Yes. Okay, they like that. All right. They like that. All right. So you try to move these three off the cold calls so they can focus on content. The next thing I want to do, Deanna, I want you to write this down. I've done too much, and I want you all to take this page out my book because I'm getting ready to start doing more stuff like this. I want a graphic made in list form. Am I making sense right now? List form, a graphic, pretty background, but bulletin points list. Okay. Title, Things Antonio T. Smith Jr. has done to help middle-class Americans during COVID-19 disruption. Yeah, you can just say that. Long title. That's what I wanted to say. And then list. You fit to list it out because they need to know. All right. Now, Grace, start off telling me one of the things I've done.
ATS Business University is now 100% free.
All right. I'm giving my $10,000 ATS Business University 100% free lifetime enrollment, lifetime membership, giving that away. Teaches you how to make $1 million cash, how to leverage your credit for $500,000. You don't have to put that down, but just, right. Cool. Hiring 22 while everyone else is laying off. I'm hiring 22 people at $22 an hour. I opened up our daily meetings to the public for free so people can see how we are so successful, and I'm allowing them to ask questions and steal how we are so successful. Don't forget that part. That's important because I would totally steal from me. I would absolutely steal from me. What else am I doing? Did I do anything else? I feel like I have. I feel like I'm missing something. Can't think of anything. Okay. Put that in list form. We'll think of some other stuff. But that is exactly what been my response. And I want that graphic to go out. Put Antonio T. Smith Jr. You're gonna put hashtag Team ATS on it. Go ahead, Deanna.
You're giving away free information on how to master speaking. You're also giving
all
away
three of those.
Yeah.
Giving away 6 classes on making 6 figures. Giving away 20 classes. You can wordsmith it on turning your speaking career into a paid speaking career. And I'm giving my book away for free. Absolutely. Best-selling book about money away for free. Absolutely. I want that on a graphic in list form, and I want you to put it out there. Okay, I'm gonna put it out there. Now, let's see. Who wants to say why I'm doing that?
Your goal is to get 750,000 customers for free.
Right, no doubt, no doubt. And we'll come back to that. But you need to let people know your greatness. Y'all listen to me. Your companies, okay, Maya, thank you for joining. People will be listening to podcasts. This on podcast later. Listen to me. When everyone else is crying, when the media is telling you, holy crap, you need to be the one saying, look at us, free, or look at me doing this. I built a well. I built a house for electricity. I went on a mission trip. I did something. I gave away my shea butter. Look at me, look at me, look at me. You need to throw out there a different narrative. You understand? If this was a time of peace and prosperity, that wouldn't work. I'm saying something here, y'all. You need to throw out there, hey, this kid from Galveston, boom, 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 boom. Now, when they see that, Reggie, how easy is it going to be for you when somebody walk up on you and say, hey, man, I see you keep posting a Team ATS picture. I've been watching your videos, bro. How easy it is from your videos, your content you're putting out, and them seeing all the stuff we're doing. How easy would you say it would be, or difficult, to convert one person into a customer with all that out there?
Well, first of all, it's gonna be really easy because I'm 6'6",
Run up on it.
311 pounds with ice glaciers in my mouth. So they're definitely gonna see that. Now, a motion picture, which means the devices we have in our hand, see me doing things and saying stuff that I don't know that I'm getting ready to say and promoting companies. Yeah, of course they're gonna see it. That's the whole point of it. To KSBM, come see about me.
Boom. There it is. Now get that, catching that attention. But you need to go out there and tell people your greatness. This is not the time to be humble. This is the time to take everyone else's customers. This is not the time to be humble. This is the time to take everyone else's customers because they're laying people off. The media they have bad media on them. They just laid off 40,000 people worldwide. It's a real person. I won't mention their name. They just did this. They're not paying vacation time or paid sick leave. Two real examples. Just won't mention their names. And then here we are saying, a black kid from the hood, free, right? You know what I'm saying? And these aren't handouts. These aren't handouts because you've got to take the classes. I'm just opening up access. I'm a resource, and I just dropped the price on these resources. So instead of giving you money, I'm going to give you the education. Instead of giving you $22 an hour, I'm going to give you a job. If you're just joining us, this is how this goes. I haven't got to Deanna Grace yet. This is our real meeting. We do this meeting every day. Y'all don't ever see it. Sometimes it's 15 minutes, sometimes it goes to an hour. We try to keep it 15 minutes, but we've been having fun. Right on the whiteboard in the office, we get down. Every day we talk about three things: business, money, and marketing. By business, we talk about how we're going to do business better. By marketing, how we're going to put in a face, y'all need to be over here, because that's what we mean by marketing. We don't mean marketing. We mean run me, your customers, and all that stuff. That's what we mean by marketing. How can we reach more How can we get all 7.8 billion people on planet Earth? And then by money, we mean exactly that. How can we double the money today? How can we double the money? If we're not making $1 million a week, I'm upset. And that's what we do. Now, you get to ask questions about your business, and you get to steal everything that we're saying. You get to, you're in this meeting. It won't last more than an hour. You're in this meeting. You get to ask about your business. You get to take my ideas. You get to take what Grace is going to say. You get to take what Reggie is going to say. You get to take what Deanna's going to say. I got 4 people core, well, 6 people core. And we do more than people. This ain't even my words. We just had a company with 260 employees, and we do more with that company with 6 people than their 260 people. And this is a publicly traded company of said name that I won't mention. And they said that themselves. And now they're getting ready to be a client. But nevertheless, that's what's happening here. The first thing I brought up was I'm going to put out there that I'm going to put out 2 job postings, one on Facebook, one on LinkedIn, about hiring 22 sales representatives for $22 an hour. Okay, there's a trial period, but anywho, like a training period, training period. Then I brought up what we need to do. I need a graphic with list form. Boom. List all the stuff that I'm doing to help middle-class Americans during this time, because the world needs to know that there's a company out there that's literally doing all those great things we just named. It was about 7 things, and I only did it because of the economic disruption. That's been my response, okay? The last thing I said, if you're looking for a bow tie here, is you need to control your narrative. Since everyone's screaming bloody murder, you need to be screaming streets of gold. You understand? If everything was streets of gold and you screaming streets of gold, it wouldn't work. But since right now everything is scabs and pus, you need to be saying we've got peroxide and shea butter. We get rid of them stretch marks and we rub this on and the scar go away or something. You understand what I'm talking about. That's how you got to do it. So those are the few things I'm going to mention right now. Now you get to see it. Deanna, I'm coming to you first. COO. You ready? Tough questions. Hey, and yeah, just so you know, we don't always have the answer to these questions. I'm going to ask me questions. They're going to ask me questions. I don't always have an answer. They don't always have an answer. That's the whole point of us having these daily meetings, because we go figure it out. So if you see Reggie can't answer, then Reggie asks me a question that I can't answer, that's the whole point. We're trying to ask something that we don't have the answer to. All right, Deanna, let's roll. From a business perspective, I need to know, and whatever you think business is, how is your department going to be strengthening business today?
By making sure that everyone has what they need to be successful today. So if Grace needs anything, I need to make sure she has all of the things that she needs. Whatever Reggie needs, I need to make sure that he has everything that he needs. Also, by making
write that down for her, Grace, in the chat for me. Everything that they need. Keep going.
Also, making sure that everything is easily accessible to our customers and our clients. Like that goes along with what you said about there's still golden streets over here. If they still have questions that they need, courses that they need, making sure that those are easily accessible to all of them. Also making sure that I asked you a question in lineup, but I'll ask you here. How do I access the registrations from the courses when they register through Zoom? Because I'm not seeing them pop up in the emails.
It's in Zoom. It's
okay.
It's literally in Zoom. Yes, it's in Zoom.
Okay.
Okay, so I'll break that down too. You're bringing up some good stuff. Keep going, because we're going to break down what you're saying.
Okay, then That's all I have so far, because I know if I make sure Reggie and Grace are good and I make sure that the customers and the clients are good, then we stay on top of what's going on.
All right, so let's break all that down. First thing she said, the CO, she wants to make sure Reggie and Grace have everything they need. So let's do it right now. So you go ahead and ask Grace what she needs. Grace is content manager, Reggie is content manager, but everyone in ATS does sales. So start off right now so people can see how we would have did that if they wasn't here. So go ahead.
All right, so Grace, what is it that you need to make your job easier today and going forward?
I've created a list yesterday for the people who have signed up for ATSBU for free, and I've gone and done a list with their information, the date that I've called, whether or not they have answered, and an appointment time. And so the people that have said no, was that I put down that they didn't answer, but I sent a message to it and I haven't gotten back to them, I need to go back and call and talk with them. So I wanted to know if you can, if you could, I will send you the list, and the people who have not answered, just for them to hear a different voice, you know, just a different person that's calling them. And if, you know, if they don't answer, then the next day I'll call them back if we could do ping pong.
Yeah, go ahead and send it over to me.
Okay.
Now, let me add to that. It is very important, even though I'm giving it away for free, it is vital that they take their first class in the first 24 hours.
Okay.
You understand? If not, they're just going to sit on it.
Okay.
They're just going to sit on it, and it means nothing. It means absolutely nothing. No, when they, from sign up to 24 hours later, they need to take their first class, or at least start the first 10 minutes.
Yes. Example, I was speaking to someone yesterday who got the ATSBU for free, and I was talking to them, and he said I started listening to the subconscious mind, because he had a question about it. I said, oh, you're doing a retraining of your subconscious mind? Yeah. And he wanted to know, could people see his answers on the questions that were being asked, or would it just be him? And when I looked at it, it's a PDF, the workbook. I said, oh no, those answers are specifically for you, so that you can see what you're, how you're going through the process and things. He said, oh, okay, good. So I'll be talking again with him Monday.
Okay, he didn't want to have everybody reading how he got holes in his underwear. And, I completely understand. Very important. From sign up to 24 hours later, you take at least 10 minutes. I'm going to tell you, it's just common sense. If you sign up for a free trial of Netflix or something, if you don't actually watch a first movie or at least push play and sample the product, you're not going to use that in 30 days. And you're going to be charged for nothing. Okay? In this case, we're giving a lifetime membership away, but you get the point. That's effective. So we're celebrating. So Grace, you celebrate. Deanna, you celebrate when you find out someone that's taking their class. You understand what I'm saying? Now, why is that important? It's because it shifts the way you're going to talk. If you know that the goal is to get them to take a class, then the questions you ask, the laughing that you do is going to lead them to taking a class. You understand? If the goal was but anyway, your goal is going to steer your conversation. They need to take it. And the first thing there is me teaching why. I sounded really weird a year ago or 2 years ago. That was 2 years ago when I taught that first class and frozen in time. I pinned it. 2 years ago, y'all, I taught a class while the rich keeps getting richer and while the poor keeps getting poorer. And I told everybody today was coming. Everybody looked at me like I'm crazy. And I told everybody 2 years ago, at some point, y'all gonna hurt. And when that happens, I'm gonna get richer. And I said, here's why. And I laid out for 2 hours why. People like me are going to continue to bankroll, while people like them, you, are going to continue to bankrupt. And I laid out the system, showed the system against you, told you how to get past the system. And then the next class after that, I told you how to make $1 million cash. Boom. I did that. And now I don't look like a dude with a tinfoil hat on anymore, because we're here. And the first thing y'all need to do is know why the system is working for me, but it's not working for you. Because I haven't lost a dime. Truth, Grace, in the last 24 hours, how many new customers have we received?
It's about 15.
Okay.
15 to 20.
Deanna, how many new customers? Because you got different access. Everything from funnels to free giveaways to Zoom, just any data.
I'm going to say between 25 and 30.
All right. You don't have all that access, Grace. We've gotten 30 new customers, 24 hours. Deanna, how much did I pay for them?
Nothing.
All right. Rewind, press play. I'm not sure if everybody got that.
I'm sorry. You paid nothing. I didn't see my thing pop up, so I wasn't sure if I was
you
heard.
Said it.
Okay.
No, you was heard. I was wondering if Charmone was ready to go. Ooh, I need to do that for my butter lotion business. You know what I'm saying? You get it? It's probably not butter lotion, but y'all get it. Lotus sunflower, something like that. It was, I mean, somewhere in there. Give me the name of your business. Give me the name of your business.
Lotus and Bloom.
Lotus and Bloom. Lotus sunflower. It sounds like a Muslim eating bean pies, playing a guitar. One of my friends speaking poetry at the same time. Welcome to the stage, Lotus Sunflower. It's a dude that come out with dreads and open toe sandals on. Pain.
Good stuff.
Pain is what we experience. I'm just joking. Shout out to all my Muslim friends that do poetry. I got plenty of y'all. All right, here we go. Now, that's what's happening. Deanna, Reggie. See what Reggie needs.
All right, Mr. Reggie, what do you need from me that will help make your job and your position easier today and going forward?
Tell them to put the basketball goals back up in my park so we can have something to do.
Okay.
But other than that, and when the time comes, I'll let you know what I need from you right now.
No doubt. Reggie, do me a favor and explain what you needed yesterday, because she helped you out yesterday with a graphic, and tell us why you needed it for a teaching point.
Well, I asked her to come up with a picture with all our beautiful and lovely Black faces and light melanin face, and put together a portrait so that we can put it out there, promote our leadership class that we're having today about integrity, and let the people know that we are a force to be reckoned with, that all of us stand 6'6" tall, even if it's not physical because they're midgets. We're out here and we're working hard to strive to be the best that we can be. And she designed a very good graphic. And I want to tell her that I appreciate her.
You're very welcome. Thank you.
Boom. You need to write down. I forgot about the leadership class, $15,000. I need to be in the list. Gave that. And she's showing you the screen, the graphic that he wanted, and that was made. So there you go. There you go. It's them three. He is holding himself out like the savior of the world. So there you go.
He's just 20 feet taller than us. That's why.
My deodorant was hot. That's why my arms was hot.
There you go. There you go. So he needed some marketing help because he's softening. He has his own ice. He has his own crowd because Reggie is 6'7", with dreads that are 3'7". That's for sure. His dreads go that far down. He has, how many gold teeth you got? I mean, how many diamonds you got in your gold teeth? I know you know how many.
I don't know how many of that. I ain't never counted, man.
Yeah,
I
you
just
did.
never counted
Yeah, you did. All right.
that. And my
It's about
dreads are not
100 of
3 foot.
them. It's about
My
100
dreads are
of them.
not. It's not 3 foot.
Okay.
They 5.
5. There you go. That's
That's
about
right.
right. That's about right.
Yeah,
That's about right.
that's right.
It's safe to say Reggie has his own audience, and we are now tapping in. Hiring Reggie has let us tap into the swing left, swing right audience. If you know what that means, you know, the audience with the swingers on their vehicles and that will barbecue for any reason whatsoever. Any reason. Any reason. They probably barbecuing right now. Probably having lock-in barbecues right now.
I actually thought about barbecuing yesterday.
There you go. There you go. So Reggie
Oh,
is
man.
bringing us to, Reggie is bringing the hood to ATS, and they are coming in droves, and we love it, and we love it. So he's asked for certain graphics to influence that, you know, his audience, and it's working just fine. So we do that. So can you see how we are making sure each department is fixed, helped, etc.? Okay, good stuff, Deanna. Now you also said making sure things is easily accessible to the client. So I kind of covered that by saying I want them to take this first 24 hours. The class first 24 hours, so that forces you to make everything easily accessible. Good stuff. How are you going to help us marketing wise?
I'm going to be sending you some more hooks over.
Yes, I need to shave and record those. Deanna's, what she's saying is she's going to write me videos to increase our sales funnels that are currently out there. And these, by what she means hooks, is the first part of the video that gets people attention. So she's saying she is going to produce them this time, and she is going to make sure I stay on point with message, right?
Yes. Yes,
Okay.
I'm going to send you over some more hooks for all three funnels.
Okay.
And that helps with that aspect. I'm going to get I'm going to schedule out a month. My brain went blank real fast. Schedule out a month for the integrity leadership class. Grace has the trainings covered as far as the marketing for our morning calls. So I'm going to work on the integrity, get those scheduled out for the rest, for the month of, they're done for the month of March and the first week of April. So I'm getting them done for the rest of the month of April today. Also, we still have the conference coming up this Saturday. So I will be sending out more notifications about that as well. So that way we can make sure that we get our 500 to 1,000 attendees for that. So that's what I will be working on today, and I will be sending out those notifications for the rest of this week, and then also making sure that I get the integrity posted out through the end of the month we're in March of April.
All right, sounds good. You got a lot of stuff to do today. And how you gonna help me make some money? Besides what you said, any new ideas about making money? Coming to you next, Grace.
It hasn't come to mind yet.
Okay, when it does, interrupt us and give us some money making tips. Sandals, content manager. Actually, we'll do you and Reggie at the same time. So Reggie, you can unmute your mic too. Do both at the same time. What are y'all gonna do from a marketing perspective today that helps us?
Going to be doing some videos just from everyday life, whatever source says, hey, do a video on this. And then in that, promote the event for Saturday. Also, I posted in various groups that I'm a part of, as well as my own business page, about the integrity leadership class. I'm going to flood that out today, let people know, hey, we do have this, and also continue to let my groups know that the integrity leadership class is today. Big brother, you have anything?
You covered everything.
All right, but she covered documenting. Will you be creating videos too? Will you be doing and getting your creative mode as well? Or is that all automatically understood, didn't even need to be said?
You're correct.
That's
You are very correct. Actions are way better than words.
Yes, Reggie isn't much of a talker unless he got them jokes, or if he's beating 4 pastors in one day on NBA 2K.
The breaks off of
That's
it.
it. Reggie Antonio was cheating last night. I saw him. He was cheating. He was.
I know what he did. I mean, he's taking classes right now.
I was playing online. Getting handled online. Them boys, man, ran them across the team. Every shot they shot was green. Every single shot. Them boys, that's all they do. I told them they programmers. I say, y'all program the game. Y'all like they're playing, y'all program. They shooting green half court. That's all
Stop it. Half court. Stop it.
put the 2 shooting guards and put the big man down low. Anyway, yeah, they tripping. Y'all don't go to watch when you go to the neighborhood on NBA 2K. Them boys got hacks. They got cheat codes. For real. So I got handed. I lost at least 15 games last night. That's for sure. Now, good stuff. Grace mentioned documenting, what she said, just whatever source says. She's just going to, everyday life, she's going to be like Jerry Seinfeld. She's going to document the stuff they're doing that day. Reggie likes to be creative. He'll catch you. All right, Grace, stand, and I'm going to come stage left. When I come stage left, I want you to catch me and make sure one of my dreads fly in the wind, okay? And it needs to fly at an 82-degree angle. And then when you do it that way, I need to then say, right, something like that. He'd be doing all sorts of stuff. He like whole Steven Spielberg thing going on. How many videos I can get done a day? What's the goal?
30.
You obviously say 30.
The goal is 30.
The goal is 30. The goal is 30. How many videos you think you're going to do today? The goal is 30.
I average about 2 to 3.
2 to 3.
Yeah.
That makes sense because that's creative. Creation, when you be creative and come up with concepts and stuff, takes longer. But we've already said in one meeting, I've been trying to create a skit for 1.5 years. So he can do one. He can do 3 a day. It takes me 2 years. That's okay. I think he's got me beat by 1,000,000,000%. So that's actually quite fast. No problem. Sandals, with his 3 creations, that means you got 27 documents if you're going to hit your goal. Not you,
right.
but you know what I'm saying? So that probably means Reggie should be leading creation and you should be leading a document. If he's telling you, that document stuff, man, that's all good. I mean, I'll do it, because I'm going to be creative in your document. Then it means you should lead document because that's what he does.
Okay.
He becomes creative in you document.
Right.
You understand?
Yep.
So you shouldn't lead the creations and he shouldn't lead the document.
Got it.
That's how you get to 30. Now, why are you content managers getting to 30 videos a day on my page? And other pages, but mostly mine.
We can reach your people. You have a large audience.
Right.
We can reach your people, and then also they're noticing us who are under the umbrella.
So you're building your personal brands.
Personal brand, and then as your people see us, they will go and share with others.
Borrow credibility, siphoning from the crowd. Absolutely. And especially building your personal brand. Charmone, Maya, here's what's happening. They are building their own personal brands inside of the brand. And that's brilliant, because here in Team ATS, there is absolutely no competition. In fact, Reggie, I think you'd be the best person to explain that. Tell them the culture of how there's no competition, because Reggie's an alpha male. I'm an alpha male, and we don't bump heads. Break it down for me, Reggie.
The best way I break it down is it's a story about a group of people. They all came to the conclusion that if we walk around the same wall, that the wall gonna fall down, and nobody had an ego, and nobody was full of pride and said, "Hey, you know what? I'll be back. I'm going to the store." They all did it at the same time, and that's what brings a lot of power when you do it all at the same time and everybody has the same goal.
Boom. Sounds good. Sounds good to me. Hey, I know y'all trying to knock down that wall of Jericho, but hood's still open. I'm gonna go ahead and run over here real quick. Give me some black and mildths. No. no. Everybody did it in one accord. Good stuff. Good stuff. Outstanding. Sandals. If it takes me a year to come up with it, how long would it take you to come up with how long have you been trying to come up with a creative skit?
I'm going to be honest, I have not tried to come up with a creative skit.
So your whole life. So it's safe to say Reggie got us beat.
Yes.
Okay. Can we let him keep his 100% creative energy on what he does well?
Yes.
All right, then. That means the 30 comes on you.
Okay.
That's what, 4 videos for every hour?
Okay.
No, yeah. If you did, how many hours would it take if you did a video every 15 minutes? That's 4 per hour.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Okay.
What was that? 6 hours. 6 times 4 is 24. 7 times 4 is 28. So 8-hour day. 8-hour day. So then we can do 8 videos in an hour. Of course, they're obviously super short. 1-minute videos, 2-minute videos. And how many? So you double that then. So 8 times 5 is 40. 8 times 4 is 32. So if you did 8 videos for 4 hours, minute, 2 minute, in between his creation, if you document his creation, you can knock out 30 videos in an hour. In 4 hours. Did y'all see that? 8 times 4 is 32. 4 hours, 8 videos apiece, 1-minute videos, 2-minute videos. If you go to TikTok, those are 15-second videos.
Mm-hmm.
Vine was 6-second videos. You know what I'm saying? Instagram, 1 minute. TikTok got 1-minute videos, but most of the 30-second videos are consumed the most. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All right, outstanding. So you got a plan?
Yes.
All right, now I'm going to jump over to Deanna, then I'm going to explain something else about your videos. D. Marie. Now, why are they doing all these videos? Grace gave me her answer. GCOO. Why are they doing these videos? All them, 30 a day.
It's constant attention.
There you go. There you go.
Attention brings constant customers if we're consistent.
Hold on, stop right there. Grace, give me the answer you gave because you was absolutely correct. But it's a different answer than that.
On your page, you have a larger audience, and that way we reach your people, and then when your people see us and continue to see us, they share.
Boom. Facts. Now, Deanna, give me your answer. Write both of them down, Charmone and Maya. Yeah, all right, good. Constant what?
Constant attention. Constant attention equals constant customers.
Constant attention. You know what? You won't make that one of your phrases. I never heard anybody say that before. Constant attention brings constant equals constant customers. Deanna Marie. All right, that's good. That's your own quote. Never heard nobody say that. It's the truth. Constant attention equals constant customers. How much attention is your podcast getting? Antonio, but okay. So I'm looking in the chat, right? Antonio, but Reggie videos, they be funny. He getting attention, ain't he? I didn't know you could put funny videos on a business page. We got customers, don't we? Right? He getting customers, don't he? Business people like to laugh too. You understand? Yeah, and this is a laughing moment, right? This is a laughing moment. Definitely. We need more laughter. Get it? Reggie is Reggie is so much of a good salesperson. I had to move him because he is an incredible. His salesperson is 100. Him being silly and creative, that's 1,000. I was only getting 100 out of Reggie. Now I'm getting 1,000 out of Reggie every day. Now, Reggie, you being in your place, even though you was already happy, do you feel even happier being in your place, your gifts, doing what you want and how you like to do it?
Oh, yes. I have joy. Happiness only lasts for a little bit. Joy is forever. Joy.
There you go.
Joy.
You want to pull it back one time. I know you do.
Joy.
Yeah. I understand. Yes. He is our resident comedian preacher. He's all of it. he is all of it. Good stuff. When you got people on the right seat in the right bus, they come to work happy and you make more money. CEOs listening in, are you on the right seat of your own company? Just because you're a CEO don't mean that you got to be over the business systems. If you don't like that, it's time to bring in some help. Just because you started the podcast don't mean you need to be hosting it. Ooh, yeah. I saw some facial expression on that one. Let me explain. I have a brilliant podcast that I cannot wait to release. It's so good. I'm not even sure if I want to make it a book or I'm just not sure. It's kind of like Game of Thrones. It's let me just show y'all. If we would understand the religion of the ancient Scandinavians, we ought to study at the time in the midst of Teutonic nations. Drawing together these comparisons has been the most beautiful, affected by Simrock in his Handbook, Der Dusten Mythology. I don't know what the hell is he talking about. I went and wrote me a Game of Thrones type thingy. And I shouldn't be narrating it. I need one of them movie narration voices. One of those audiobook voices. Battles, different characters. And I'm thinking, man, what if I just had a podcast that unveiled like the Lord of the Rings each season or each episode? You could just goes big in the story. And I just shouldn't be leading that. I shouldn't. I need someone. I've been waiting for someone that can bring characters to life. Just because you got the idea and just because you wrote it, just because you're the mastermind don't mean you should be the face. Somebody gonna catch that later. Some of y'all the faces of your company and you shouldn't be because you don't want to be. Let them use you. Good stuff. All right, that's marketing, and y'all brought up money. I guess business. Well, no, you already brought up business too. So good. So we can stop there. Last thing I want to say, and then I'm going to see if we can get our guests if they want to ask questions about, or don't forget, you can steal everything we said. And the good thing about these weekly meetings is they're going to change every day because they finna go out there and get beat up. And they're going to come back and say, all right, yeah, we need to change that because my jaw broke when I tried that. And I didn't like that. You understand? Curveball. Get ready, Reggie and Grace. Unmute your mics. I'm throwing you a zinger. I've been thinking about it. And I have a few answers, but not all of them. Even though the two of you are, well, let me just leave that out of the conversation right now. Even though you are, well, I'll just go ahead and say it. Even though you're essential personnel, okay? Even though, what happens when your cities go on full lockdown, even though you'll still be able to get out, or martial law happens, and now, well, none of that stuff matter. How are you going to do your 30 videos a day? What's the plan for that? What's the plan for the blown out transmission? Not speaking that over you, just saying. Or the flat tire.
You see me now. Different places. 5 different places where I am.
Okay, so you're going to be separate and you won't be able to do videos together.
Right.
Or you can use Zoom. Or you can Facebook Live each other, right? And then join each other. There's ways, but I want y'all to think about that. You don't have to answer it now. Well, let me see. Reggie, did you got some answers? Because I know your brain be firing off some pretty cool ideas.
As long as your electricity and internet's still on.
Say it again. My internet got unstable.
As long as you have electricity and used to the internet or Wi-Fi, then we're good.
You're good to go. All right. So they're gonna be creative. They're gonna have y'all gonna build a contingency plan that allows you not to be next to each other as well. Okay. Because if I'm right, and up until now, I've been pretty Nostradamus with this for the last 3 years, it's going to get worse. And you just may have to do that plan. Just may have to. We'll see. Good stuff. Good stuff. Well, we got some guests over the phone or the Zoom or whatever you want to call it. Therefore, any questions from Charmone, Maya? Any questions? I know you're going to steal everything. Go ahead, Charmone.
I don't know if this is a question or just a statement, but
cool.
I've taken notes and looking at all of the information and listening to everything that each one of your team members do in a day. It scares me because I am a team of one, and I can't wrap my brain around how to list out all the things that needs to be done every day and accomplish these things when I also have a regular job. So I feel like I don't have enough time. Well, if I cut out sleep, then maybe, but I can't figure out how I would be able to mold out a day to be able to do this type of planning and executing and then work my regular job too.
No doubt. The good thing is you don't have to do any of that. That's the relief. All right.
Okay.
Yes. Yes. And that's awareness, not intellect, but you don't have to do any of that. The only thing you have to do as being a team of one is take all those ideas and do the ones you can now.
Okay.
And then the more you do the ones you can now, the more the universe will staff you with that team.
Okay.
It's you have to, before I had them, it was just me. It was just me for years, and then I found Tempest. And then it was just me and Tempest for 5 years. And then we found Grace and Deanna at the same time. Okay, Grace is employee number 1, Deanna's employee number 2. And then we had a bunch of other people, right? But it first starts off with you just doing enough. Excuse me. You doing everything you can, the most, to stand out. That's what you have to do.
Okay.
You gotta do just what you can from those ideas. You gotta do a team, but surely you can turn your cell phone in selfie mode and do 1-minute videos.
Is that what you mean by posting every day? Posting videos, not just any type of post?
Any type of post.
Okay.
Any type of post. I typically run video heavy because I know that the fastest way to build trust online is videos, because the fastest way to build trust in the real world is face to face. So I get that. And since I get that, I just understand that, well, I'm not the only one that understands this here. And since my prices are high, I just go with video to keep building trust. You get what I'm saying? Just do it that way. But you should be posting 1,000 times a day. All of you listening to me, your post should be somewhere 1,000 times a day across all platforms. And if you're not there, that's where you need to be. Because believe me, in 10 years, you're going to wish you had. I'm never playing the short-term game. I'm always playing the long-term game. Imagine, this. You know what? You ain't got to imagine. I just proved this to you. I want y'all to think about the internet 10 years ago. As this recording, this is 2020. What were you doing on the internet in 2010? That's a big deal. Because 4G, it either wasn't out or just came out. You were not streaming videos. 4G had just, like 3G and 4G are different. 4G allows you to stream videos. 10 years ago, the internet was very different. Very different. You probably were still reluctant to give up your MySpace page. 10 years ago. 10 years ago, Instagram wasn't what it is today. And most people didn't join Facebook until 2009. You understand what I'm saying? You're going to wish that you had posted 1,000 times a day, because 10 years from now, we will have the tools to do so. But those of us posting relevant and resourceful stuff, because that's the deal, it's got to be resourceful. Resourceful stuff, even if the skits are resourceful because it's a form of laughter, then you're gonna benefit. You're absolutely gonna benefit. And of course, you can strip all the audio, put it on your podcast. Don't forget that. Cool.
Yes.
Oh my God. Okay, I'll see y'all tomorrow. I got more questions. I understand. I completely understand. Oh, Chris, you'd have missed like half the good stuff, bro. God. Yeah.
Hey, business calls, man. It's like
I
one of those
understand.
things.
Go get it, man. Go get it. That's all right. The good thing is we doing this every day, and what we'll do is as soon as the replay is available, bro, I have who contacted Chris the most. All right, Grace will send you the replay as soon as so you can catch that last 30 minutes because they came up with some stuff. So we'll make sure you get that. Any
Cool.
more questions, Charmone or Maya? Okay, go ahead.
One more. You said, or someone said, that your goal steers the conversation.
Yes, that was me.
What does that mean? And what does it look like?
No doubt. If I say, Grace, I want you to do a happiness call. Don't sell anything, just do happiness. And Grace, how long will you be prepared to stay on the phone?
At least 20 to 30 minutes.
Okay. And what's the longest you've stayed on the phone during a happiness call of sorts?
It's been about 30 minutes.
Okay. Deanna, what's the longest you've been on a happiness call?
I've been on a happiness call from about 30 minutes to sometimes an hour and a half.
I don't want to hear nothing about no hour and a half. I've seen you on for 3 hours.
Not that long.
Really? The lady with the toys going, or the baby toys in Walmart or something like that? You know what I'm talking about?
The baby food lady?
That baby food lady.
Oh, okay. So depending on on the other
it's
person.
depending now. Okay.
Depending on the person on the other end, my happiness calls can range from 30 minutes to 2.5 to 3 hours.
All right then. Since we're just making you happy and making sure there's no time limit on that call, it could be 20 minutes, 3.5 hours. That steers the goal, steers the call. The goal steers the call. If the goal is sales, then that call should be 20 to 40 minutes. It could be shorter, it could be less. If it's a cold call, 20 to 40 minutes. If it's a warm call, it can definitely decrease the time in that. Okay. If the goal is to upsell, then what you want to do is you want to listen to what the person is saying. And then you want to tie into your products to what their pain points or dreams are. All these calls you're listening, but one of them you're going to tailor the whole call. That last one, the upsells or the sales, you're going to tailor that whole call around what Maya just said. Maya's going to be like, oh my God, my podcast is doing so great, but I want to reach 1,000 more people. All right. Deanna said, got it. Ear closes up. As soon as that end opens back up, and Deanna keeps listening. And then she goes, oh my God, you know what? And I think about it. In order for me to reach those people, I just don't know what to do. All right, got it. Don't know what to do. I understand. And I'm just so happy. Though happy. Okay, good. And I love my guests. All right, good. And now Deanna lets her talk, and they talk back and forth. So okay. First, Maya, I want to tell you, Antonio has a series of classes about becoming a paid podcaster. I'm going to gift those to you. Okay, I'm going to gift those to you because we have them. Now, when I'm going to ask permission, they're walking off after permission, and they're a couple of $100 or whatever. Okay, I'm going to gift them to you. Now, I can gift these to you as well. So I'm going to do that up front. Also, we've got this whole marketing suite. It's just $19. So you can leave here with the marketing suite, $19. You're automatically leaving with the gift. That's a couple of $100. So for this $19, you walk away with $600 of value in classes. And now Maya goes, $19 for $600, exactly what I wanted. Yeah, I'll do that. And she goes, yeah, I'm ready. But I'm glad you're ready. One more thing, Maya. One more thing. We've got, this program that lets you make your graphics. It's totally free. I'm gonna throw that in there too, and we're gonna put in some YouTube tutorials that teach you how to use it. Oh my God, really? Yay! And then boom. So that's what that looks like. You get what I'm saying? Okay. The goal steers the call. Maya Marie. Is that your middle name? Because I be putting middle names in people. Just I know. It's probably like, I'd be like Christopher Janae, and that's probably not his middle name whatsoever. That sounds like a girl middle name. But anywho, go ahead, Maya. It looks like you got a question.
Okay, so I guess my question is I guess it's really, I kind of like answered it, but I just want to make sure that I answered it properly. So I can't be on Facebook nearly as much to do all the constant postings or anything like that, because most of the time I'm doing interviews. So it's like I'm exhausted already. I'm doing 2 to 3 interviews a day, and so I'm just like, okay, I have to wait it out and just kind of like try to, because I mean, albeit the times that I am not doing the interviews, I am talking to people to get interviews, or I am, reaching out to people. And then I basically had to threaten all my people to subscribe to my Facebook yesterday, on my YouTube, I'm sorry. And I was just like, no, now. And they're like, done, all the way down. So it's exhausting, I guess, to kind of like, get to the point where you want to get more subscribers on your YouTube, to start to monetize, but then you're trying to find out ways to get the YouTube up and running and things like that. But at the same time, like, the podcast is, I guess, picking up a little bit better. So, but I don't really know how I did that.
I got you. No problem. So you don't really have a problem. You just want to do everything you're doing better. Plus, you would like to take the concept of the videos while not having the time. Is there a way to be on Facebook that much and be on my interviews that much? And do you have some sort of technology trick to do the impossible for me? That's pretty much it.
Sounds like it, right?
Yeah, there you go. So, yes, the answer is yes. And I've got you. Write down obsproject.com. OBS, as in Oscar Bravo Sierra, obsproject.com.
Okay.
obsproject.com allows you to stream live without being live. Gamers use it. It stands for Open Broadcast Software. It is for Mac, Windows, and Linux. I will take the time to share my screen so you can see what it looks like. Boom, right there. It's an open source, basically. It allows you to edit videos or however it is, or take a previously recorded video, then you can stream it live on Facebook. Just do it, use it to go put in tutorial, OBS project tutorial in YouTube, and you'll find out how to use it. Now, it's free. From now on, get you a Zoom account. Or how do you do your interviews on Zoom?
Yes.
Fantastico. Now what you're going to do is you're going to let all your guests know this is a video call, period. This is a video. Okay, good. Now they got to share their camera. Now you're going to flash your pretty smile. And then what you're going to do is you're going to do your podcast audio on Anchor, I believe you use, don't you? Is it Anchor?
I'm sorry?
Which podcast platform do you use?
I use Anchor for the podcast.
That's what I thought. Okay. So you're going to strip the audio, put it on Anchor. Then you're going to take OBS Project. You're going to take the video, put it in OBS Project, and run it live while you're doing your next interview. So while you're going to be doing your interview, you're going to be on Facebook Live at the same time. And all you have to do is just remember how long the interview was. And let's say it was 49 minutes and 53 seconds. Then you're going to be on your interview talking and doing everything. And you're going to have a timer. As soon as you see 49 minutes, you're going to pay attention. As soon as it's done, you're going to hit end and stop the broadcast. And voila. Just solved your problem. Put you in two places at one time. See that?
Okay.
So now you can put your videos and your audio out there at the same time, over and over and over and over again, while still never missing an interview, while still never missing posting videos.
Would it be better to do the live on the podcast as opposed to the YouTube, or with what? Because I have people from over in other countries, like Pakistan and different things like that. They are more into the videos on YouTube than they are the podcast.
So you can just put the videos on Facebook and YouTube.
Got you.
There you go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. This has been a daily meeting. We have made the impossible possible for Maya. And she's literally in two places at one time with technology. Sharmon has a whole blueprint for today. Yes, a whole blueprint. And then Kristen will get the replay. Thank you, Deanna, Grace, and Michelle. Deanna, Grace, and Reggie, who is not Michelle. He is a guy. Thank you very much. And we will see y'all tomorrow. What's today? Am I right? Is today Thursday?
Thursday.
All right. You know, I don't have no job, y'all. We'll see y'all tomorrow for the same thing. Was this helpful? Did you see? Was this helpful to y'all? Yes. Yes, good. It's one thing to teach you business, but now you're behind the scenes. And you get to steal. Don't forget that part. That's the best part. Because I would love to steal from me. I really would. I really, really would. You let Gary Vee do this. I am stealing. I am stealing. You understand? Actually, he puts out so much free content that you pretty much can't steal. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Antonio T. Smith Jr., you can plan better. You can dominate. Thank you, everybody. Appreciate you. See you tomorrow. And see you later on the day for the marketing training. All right.